You know, the question we have to ask ourselves, guys, is do we really hate Mondays? Because tomorrow's going to be a pretty cool Monday, in fact, because we're off work, right? Labor Day. What's up, Scotty? What's up, Brian? What's up, Salpress? Thanks so much for joining the show. So just wanted to hop on real quick. I didn't want to make a produced video. I got two of them that I'm trying to edit at the same time. And I didn't want to have to go through that process again. Figure we could just kind of hop on, chat about it, because honestly, I don't think these are real. But we're going to dive into it because they might be real, right? They might be wrong. And I definitely wanted to get your guys' thoughts. What's up, Robert? What's up, David? What's up, Jolly Green? Yeah, I mean, a lot of us should be, hopefully all of you are off work tomorrow. That way you can enjoy Labor Day with your family. I'm probably going to be away from YouTube tomorrow as well. I might just post these videos if I can finish getting them edited tonight, but this shouldn't take us too long. David says, I hope they're not, as in I hope they're not real. So let's take a look here. So let's just dive into one of them, because this one, there's really not a lot to go on. So Arcade1Up Pac-Man bundle looks like coming to a Costco near you, potentially, as of September 14th for $399, which is the normal price you would see at these cabinets at Costco. Does include 7 games. You got your Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, too far, Pac-Land, Galaga, Galaxian, and Dig Dug. Taking a look here. Minus the side panel. I mean, the side panels would mimic what they did with the 40th anniversary Pac-Man, as well as the Mrs. Pac-Man cabinet. It would mimic the design of those cabinets, but obviously not the design of the original, which had this whole area right here. I don't know if you guys can see the mouse on the stream, kind of cut out in Pac-Man's mouth and all that. And obviously, too, we actually have a full-on kick plate here without, the games listed on the kick plate. That's normally not Arcade1Up style. I mean, yeah, on the Burger Time cabinet, the Space Invaders cabinet. But then again, the Space Invaders cabinet, that was a 40th anniversary, and they filled up the kick plate there as well. And then, yeah, the deck looks like it's on an incline. I mean, this is obviously a computer-rendered image. Are these buttons here? Are these supposed to be buttons, guys? And it's kind of funny. We talked about this last week, or on one of my streams in the last couple of days. We talked about how all it takes is pictures to be released, and we go crazy, right? We love speculating. We love trying to figure this stuff out. I mean, are the buttons here for the other games? Like, it's so blurry, you can't make it out. And this is the best picture we got. And this is on Reddit. I have a link to the article below. What do you guys think? Fake or real? Honestly, I'm thinking this one's fake. I'm thinking this one's fake news. Because, like, the Super Pac-Man 40th Special Edition, we're still a couple of years away from the 40th anniversary, aren't we? Or a year? Is it 1 year or 2? I mean, unless it's something it just doesn't seem right. Why release a 40th Special Edition for this game, and we're not at the 40th? Looks legit. Yeah, but also, too, when you zoomed in on the bezel, hang on. Usually Arcade1Up throws their logo, like, right up here, right? Usually there's an Arcade1Up logo up here. I don't see that up here. I think even blurry, you would be able to tell that there would be, like, an Arcade1Up logo up here on the bezel. Even if the photo was blurry, you'd see something right here. And I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing it. So let's see here. Robert says, I agree, fake news. I think this is fake, guys. I don't think this is real. I think I kind of, after that Virtua Fighter cabinet, which, when the Virtua Fighter leak came out on Reddit as well, I made a video about it, and I said, wow, maybe they're up in their technology. Maybe this is actually going to happen. Maybe they'll be able to run these 3D polygonal games. And of course, that video did well, got, like 4,000 views, but I felt like I wasted everybody's time because it turned out it was fake news. So in all honesty, I think this is another Reddit fake news right here on this one. I don't think this is real, guys. I personally don't. If you guys think it's real, let me know in the chat, and let me know what makes you think it's real. Sean says it's fake news. Not enough buttons for Pac-Land. I can't even see buttons on here. I don't even see them. Fake. Guys, don't agree with me just to agree with me. If you honestly think it's real, tell me you think it's real, because I would love to know. Because honestly, let's say this is real, you know, this blue cabinet and all that. If it is real with the bright yellow bezel and all that, I'll be honest, I'm digging the artistic aspect of this more than my 40th Pac-Man, my wood grain Pac-Man, which I might sell and pick this one up instead, you know, because I'm running out of space. So if you bring one in, you got to take one out, right? So, and I think this design would be sexier if it was real. But, you know, we don't have an Arcade1Up logo. We don't have buttons. We don't have the games on the kick plate. Looks like fake news. And it's just weird timing as well, because we're a year or two away from the 40th. So let's see here. Screen placement is odd. I want it to be real. What's going on, guys? Screen placement odd. I don't think you can play Pac-Land like that. I do like how far back they have that screen recessed. If that is real. I mean, that's what we've been wanting, right? We've been wanting that. I don't think you can play Pac-Land. What else we got in here? Angle's still wrong, but it's an improvement. I mean, these cabinets aren't that big. Like, how far back do you think they could actually lay these screens down? Like, we all want to see that, like, really, really recessed Pac-Man look, right? But how far back can they really get these monitors to lay down in these machines? They're not that big. Let's see here. Would love it if it was real, but mad because I bought the 40th anniversary edition already. I totally respect and understand that opinion. Yeah, if it is real, it does look cool. Enough of the Pac-Mans. After Miss Pac-Man, it's time to move on. Yeah, guys, this will be like the 100th Pac-Man SKU for Arcade1Up if it is real. Here, let me zoom back in. That way you guys can see it better. So when it comes to this stuff, here's my thought process, and this is not a knock towards Arcade1Up. If this does indeed turn out to be real, once again, we'll have a Costco exclusive that comes out, you know, a month or two or so after the original releases, right? The original SKUs that Walmart and Best Buy and all that get. And if it is real, Costco's getting some good stuff. You know, the NBA Jam cabinet, although I'm not a fan of basketball ball tops and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people liked the fact that it looked different and it was unique compared to all the others. And they, you know, they've been purchasing that cabinet. It just tells me that, you know, with Arcade1Up, if this is real, once again, you know, they did confirm and they did tell us, they warned us many months ago. They said, you know, they were on plenty of shows, talk shows, live streams, all that stuff, posts on Facebook that we are going to have multiple SKUs of these cabinets. It just, if this is indeed true, I will definitely, I hate to say it, I'm not going to pre-order any Arcade1Up cabinets. In fact, as I've told you guys for their fall lineup, I haven't pre-ordered a single thing yet because I'm waiting to see all the SKUs, right? Because they can't tell us the SKUs at the same time. They can't tell us, you know, we're going to have exactly 5 SKUs. Here's the options. And these are the stores and the prices. They can't announce that on day one due to the agreements they've made with these distributors. Although we all wish that that was the case, right? For us, as from a consumer point of view, we would like to have advance notice. Instead of this just showing up in Costco one day, someone taking a picture of it and putting it on the Facebook fan page and everyone panicking. I hope that makes sense. So in all honesty, I'm probably not going to pre-order any more Arcade1Up cabinets until all the SKUs are announced, and probably give it a good 2 months after these products are, you know, released and see what comes out. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be in a rush anymore. Let me know what you guys think. Are you still into pre-orders, or do you think now you're going to be more patient? I would love your honest feedback. My good friend Rex is here. Rex, if you want to join us, I know he's got his kid and stuff, but Rex, if you're free, by all means, join the show. We'd love to have you. Costco rocks. Hoping Aldi does a 1-up deal. I remember Aldi when I was in Chicago. I agree with you. No more rushing for cabs. Do not pre-order. I love you being on late. Oh, thanks so much, Ryan. Yeah, I'm starting to dig doing the later shows. and all that stuff. Yes, there's no 1UP logo anywhere on here, which again is, if you just joined, one reason why I think this is fake. Well, we got a lot of folks joining. I really, really appreciate the support. Howdy. Thanks, Sean. Okay, guys. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much more we have to go on this, but in my personal opinion, I think this is fake. But if it is real, and it does come out, I might swap my 40th wood grain Pac-Man for this one, because I'm going to dig that blue colors and all that kind of stuff. And I will definitely not pre-order another Arcade1Up cabinet again. I'm probably going to wait a couple months until after they release. I don't care if I have a YouTube channel. I don't care about reviews and getting views and all that kind of stuff and being first. I'm just going to look at it from the consumer side of things. Like, you know, hey, I want to get the one cabinet that I'm truly going to be happy with, not the cabinet that I buy, take home, and then a month later I go, oh my God, there's another version, and I wish I had waited. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? 2Die4 is here. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Bobby Vu is the man. You think wood grain's still way cooler? Yeah. I mean, to each his own, right? It's all personal opinion, and there is no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer. Looks like a real slide from a Costco report, but pick is probably a quick render. So you think it's real? I think it's fake news. David says, after Miss Pac-Man, and I'm done. Okay, so let's get off of this. Let's get this off of here. That's really all we had for that one. Let's talk about this. So AtGames put this on their fan page for those waiting for the 5.0. It's definitely going to come out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I noticed that, and what I can tell you guys is, you know, we did Legends Center, and of course, when we did Legends Center, you know, we're told ahead of the show being broadcast, the firmware stuff, right? And then, of course, they might reach out to us even before we go on air and say, hey, guys, a couple features are being yanked, right? So a couple last minute, kind of like, you know, more like internet type features were yanked at the last minute. However, you are going to get your 5.0, and it is going to include updates to the Pinball Add-on X, vertical display mode, your Taito game packs, which we walk through these on the show. You're going to get global leaderboard games, and with the Taito games, it'll be Alpine Ski, Colony 7, Crazy Balloon, and Don Doko Dawn. Let's see here. And then this is very interesting, guys. BYOG streaming leaderboards. So we talked about this on Legends Center, right? September will be Farsight Studios month for AtGames, celebrating their partnership. And leaderboard support and integration for 2 of their Farsight BYOG games available on Steam will be announced. Now, what's available on Steam for Farsight Studios? We have the Pinball Arcade. We have PBA Bowling. What else is on there from Farsight Studios? The Brunswick Billiards hasn't come out yet. That's the new pool game that the Farsight is releasing, I think, this month. And there will be also great prizes. So what's interesting is what they're telling us here is that there will be leaderboard support and integration from your Steam to the AtGames Legends Ultimate leaderboards. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How are they going to do that? How are they going to sync that up? Right? So that's kind of cool. But there's your quick update on that. Now let's kind of talk about this. Now, guys, if you don't tune in either Friday or Saturday nights, we do Super Game Room Dude. So we already kind of talked about this a couple days ago. I know a couple other shows are just starting to pick up on this, but a couple days ago, and we'll try and get through this quickly for you guys, is I did mention my big theory on the Legends Gamer Mini, right? And this was like 2 days ago. So the Legends Gamer obviously did not look like this. I don't know how many of you in the chat remember the original design of the Legends Gamer. It was very plain looking. It didn't have the ridges right here, right? It was a very straight on rectangular box, kind of like a traditional fight stick. But it literally now is a replica of your control deck. And the reason they did that is so your control deck could be swappable, right? If you have the version 1.1 cabinet, which I just have I have it out in the loft. And then, of course, you have the Legends Gamer and the Legends Gamer Pro. I put a picture on the AtGames Facebook page of the Legends Gamer Pro, as well as the control deck for the 1.1 arcade machine that was just released, and they are the exact same device. They both have Bluetooth in them. The Legends 1.1 control deck does not have a battery, though. So if you're going to... So what's funny is you could take your Legends Gamer Pro control deck, you can put it in your Legends Ultimate version 1.1, and that way you'll have the 8 buttons and all that kind of stuff if you're more in a modern fighting game type gamer. And then you're like, well, okay, well, now I have my version 1.1 control deck. What am I going to do with it now that I took it out? Well, you could connect that to the core, guys, to the hockey puck. And you can use that built in. It doesn't have a battery, though, so it does need to be a wired connection. You do need to plug in the USB port from here and plug it into here. And that way you get power to the device. And that way this will power up. And then... whatchamacallit, and that way it gets power so it'll run, right? Because or the other option is you pick up like a separate like 12 volt DC connector. And when it's plugged in, and when it's plugged in for power, you have two options. You could either hold down the player 2 button for 3 seconds, and that'll turn off Bluetooth mode. And when it turns off Bluetooth mode, you are now on an OTG connection. If you don't do that, it'll be a Bluetooth connection to the core, even though there's a wire connecting them, but that wire is just providing power to the device. I hope that all makes sense. We'll probably have to make a video for it. So then we get into our Legends Gamer Mini. Now, we talked about this. This was my big speculation, my big theory a couple of days ago, was that the Legends Gamer Mini, just like these, it's not its own custom design. It is literally a mini Legends Ultimate control deck that measures 19.99 inches, which, you know, a 19-inch control deck is roughly the size of a 3/4 scale arcade machine. You know, your Arcade1Up, your Neo Geo, MVSX, these are about 19-inch wide control decks. However, you'll notice it's one player with 8 buttons, right? So earlier today, this got leaked out on Reddit, this Legends Mini. Now, you'll have to look really closely, but when you look closely here, you don't have 8 buttons, you have 6. Also, the menu buttons are up here, the power button is up here, whereas on this device, your menu buttons are right here, and then you have 8 buttons instead of 6. Now, the back of this Legends Gamer Mini does have a control bus port just like these others, which is why 2 days ago I speculated on our Super Game Room Dude show that this obviously plugs into something. The question is what? So 2 days ago, me and the Super Game Room Dudes were saying, what if AtGames is making a Legends Ultimate Mini? So then this comes out. Now, my thought process was, did somebody watch our show and they got inspired and made a Photoshop image? Or is this real? Now, before I say anything, what are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking this is real or fake? And let me kind of catch up on the chat. I know I've been talking for a little bit. Let's see here. No Chase HQ. Let's see here. Jolly Green thinks this is fake. They want you to buy the Mini Gamer to replace in the Mini Cab. Well, I mean, I think it's about options, right? I mean, but then again, why not just put 8 buttons on this one, right? And then again, if you had 8 buttons, you already have this. So why would you even swap it out? Looks like it could be real. So, in my opinion, and we kind of talked about this during Super Game Room Dudes, is I think that this goes into something, but whether or not it is a 3/4 scale arcade machine, or if it is a bar top, or if it is a cocktail table, something of that nature, I think it's all possible, you know? I mean, they're going to have a network of connected products that are swappable, which is, you know, kind of cool. If you think about it, it's kind of cool. Let me see here. If the mini ale is true, they are biting off more they can chew. The pinball isn't even out yet. Correct. So I think that this, okay. So here's what I'm going to say, guys. I think, in my opinion, that this is a definite possibility for AtGames. I think this is something that could happen, but not this year. This thing says it's going to be out by Black Friday. 2 months from now? No way, Jose. That's not happening. In my opinion, guys, I think the concept is real because the Legends Mini, the control deck, that does plug into other devices, which could be bar tops, it could be cocktail tables, it could be mini arcade machines. However, so I think the concept is real, but this thing right here, I think this is fake right here. This actual thing. If this does happen for AtGames, it's probably not going to happen until 2021. Definitely not this year. So this Legends Mini is, whereas I personally feel that the Pac-Man thing is completely fake. I think that the concept is real on this one, and that it's going to happen at some point. But is this the actual thing right here? Is this it? Absolutely not. I think this is fake. So if this device does come out, it's not going to be until next year. So, this is a great thing right here. You know, they are pushing their gamers. We have multiple gamers. They're going to have the core coming out separately. They're going to have the Legends Connect motherboard, PCB board, which you'll have a whole lot of fun playing around with that thing, and the pinball machine, all coming out in the next 3-4 months. So this thing right here, I don't think this is happening this year. I mean, it's definitely not one of the products on their website, and it's not a product they've been hiding either. So, but let me ask you this, guys. So I don't know. I don't know about the Arcade Wars. Sorry, I was reading this other comment. I don't really think it's an Arcade Wars type thing. It'd be interesting, though, if AtGames did do a 3/4 scale cabinet. And you say, well, wait a minute. Well, how would they do it? I forgot to show you guys something. Let me pull this up. So if you have a 3/4 scale arcade cabinet here, I accidentally closed that one window. Let me pull that up. I want to show you guys something. So if this is real, let's say this is a 19-inch cabinet. Well, how are you going to do it? You notice this has a widescreen monitor. AtGames, their ecosystem requires the 16:9 monitors, right? So this is the size monitor you would probably have to fit in that machine. You would probably have around a 17-inch 16:9 monitor to fit in that device. But if you think about it too, with the AtGames ecosystem, with the bezels take up this space and this space. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, there you go. Made it bigger for you guys. The bezels take up this space, and then you're going to have your play field in the middle. So you might end up having... So what's interesting is, if you have the bezels turned on, it might be like a 15-inch play field. But if you remember, AtGames, they give you the option where you can change the aspect ratio. You can set it to fit, fill, pixel perfect, all that kind of stuff. So there is a way they could stretch it. You could do fill and take up the entire screen and lose the bezels. But what would happen then, guys, is some of the games, they might not look so good, right? If they're stretched like that. So in all honesty, I think that if you made a machine that size for AtGames, you probably would have to stick like a 17-inch 16:9 monitor in there. However, you're going to have your bezels. This right here would be your play field. So maybe a 15-inch play field, you know, just guessing, if the bezels are about an inch or two, maybe less on each side. And then, but then again, you could adjust it for each game, right? You could say, hey, you know what? I want to do pixel perfect, fit, fill, center. They give you a whole bunch of options. So that's kind of how that would work if this was real, right? I mean, you would probably have that 17-inch monitor right here. That's really the only one I can see them putting in a machine this size. However, you know, again, guys, like I said, this is fake news right here. Let's see what's going on here. Do you believe we will be able to buy an AtGames pinball by Christmas this year, 2020? Yes, yes. Everything I've heard is that they are on target for the fourth quarter release. They are just holding the information and the reveals and all that stuff close to their chest, right? And all that kind of stuff. So I like this. 2021 is going to be the most wild year ever for the home arcade market. Yeah, for sure. So, guys, I wouldn't count on this, guys. I don't think this is happening. A Legends Mini by Black Friday. I think it's possible. Obviously, the Gamer Mini plugs into something. But I don't think. I think the concept is real, but it's not happening this year. Might not be till next year. More competition means better quality and better games. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Let me get your honest feedback. You'll notice that it's a one-player machine, right? How would you guys feel about that? What if you had a 3/4 scale arcade, but it was only one player instead of two? A lot of the Neo Geos, the Arcade1Ups, all that stuff, those all have what you call, 2-player control decks, for the most part, right? So by losing a player and only having one player, how does that matter to you? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And while you're putting that in here, I'll try and catch up. They need to come out with two versions, one horizontal and one vertical. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. One player is realistic for this size. Yes, yes. One player is a deal breaker for me. So if it's only one player, you wouldn't get it. Okay. The Mini will sell well. I do one player via MAME on my PC. Depends on the games. Well, keep in mind, guys, it's Legends. You're going to have access to their ecosystem. It just means if this is real, you're playing one-player games. But that means you'll have Steam and all that kind of stuff. You'll have access to thousands and thousands of games. Could the Gamer Mini be used in an Arcade1Up cabinet? I doubt it. I doubt it would be a drop-in type fit. And again, AtGames wouldn't want to go that route either, nor would I recommend they do that. Because remember, guys, the Arcade1Up cabinets have those, 4.3 or 5.4 monitors, depending on the generation you get. A Legends Mini would require a 16:9 monitor because that's how their ecosystem is set up. So, yeah, play games. 2-player on 19-inch deck is no bueno. When we play 2-player on our Arcade1Ups, we do have sometimes we're bumping into each other, me and the kid, and we're big dudes too. I mean, both of us are 200 pounds. TV mount swivels vertically, so I'm super pumped to get the Gamer. That's really cool. It could Bluetooth sync to player 3-4, possibly. Yes, I hear you, Ryan. AtGames does need to expand into Canada. I know a lot of Canadians are looking to get it. Okay, so here's a good point. My Pac-Man Yellow has just one stick, but Legends Ultimate needs 2-player setup. If it's priced way lower, it would sell, though. So, what if this thing was like, I don't know, how much is the Legends Ultimate? The big cabinet's $500, right? So if the big cabinet is $500 at Sam's Club, and you can get a Legends Mini, and keep in mind, I'm just speculating. What if this was $300? I mean, $300, pretty good deal. Yep, 500 to 600. 500 to 600. Yeah, so yeah, if you could, let's just say it's half the size, you get, it's half the price. Let's say it's $300 or $400. Let's say $399. Would you guys pick this up if this was real? If it was $399? This gotta be fake, though. Buy Black Friday my ass. Sorry about the language. Buy my money. $300, great deal. Not for me. $299. Okay, so it seems like folks would be interested if this was around $300, right? Let's see here. I don't know what that is. $300 would be a good deal. Get off of there. Sorry, I'm getting pop-up messages on my computer. So I do think that AtGames has a general interest in doing something super exciting with the Legends Gamer Mini, guys. Let's go here. This thing definitely, just like the other ones, has a serial bus port on the back for you to easily swap it into something. Now, the question is what, right? So I do feel they have a general interest in doing that. Is it going to be a 3/4 scale arcade? Maybe. Is it going to be a cocktail table? Is it going to be a bar top? That would be cool as well. We love options. But is this exact thing real? No, I don't think so. Nothing but fake news on this Sunday. But then again, I could be totally wrong. Next week, we're going to see Blue Pac-Man, and Black Friday, we're going to see this, and I don't know anything. It is what it is. So let's see here. Let's take a look here. Okay, so sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything hidden. Some of these comments are pretty funny. Yeah. What do you guys want AtGames to make a 4:3 screen? I don't know. I'm kind of happy with 16:9. I don't know. Oh, time for pinball chat? All right. Posted on a 1UP thread has to be fake news. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the whole way this thing was phrased, right? Like, look, my uncle who works for Arcade1Up sent this to me and asked if I wanted one. That, I mean, right there. I mean, that's weird. This may be fake, but a great way to get feelers out there for an upcoming product. Yeah, I agree. Because as you can imagine, anyone who makes a video about this stuff, that Blue Pac-Man cabinet, this Legends Mini, the companies watch these videos, and they're watching your comments in the live stream and all that stuff and gauging interest. It's like a free survey for them. That's what I'm providing this community. I'm providing them free market research. So get off my back. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, nothing else on here. Okay, so for Sunday, or for tomorrow, Monday, let's get this off of here. Okay, so for tomorrow, Monday, guys, I am doing my best. I'm going to try and stay up late tonight. I have to wrap up the Toy Shot comparison video. It's really hard to show 12 games side by side, like a couple of minutes of gameplay each, to show you guys how the old PCB board runs versus the new PCB board runs, and not make it a 20-minute video, because we're talking 12 games, right? So I might trim it down to like 5 or 6 games. That way I can just get that thing posted. That way you guys can see it. I think that would be more than enough. Showing you the improvements in oh, holy cow, sorry about that, improvements in game speed and the flipper lag delay. Obviously, as I mentioned in my last couple of Toy Shock videos, it definitely feels like there's still a couple of frames of delay, but nowhere near that 7 or 8 frame delay that they had before. So, and I've also live streamed it. You guys have seen it. You guys have seen those videos. It definitely plays so much better. But obviously, nothing is perfect in the world of virtual pinball. And then, of course, I have the AtGames 1.1 cabinet. Yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, my wife got this for me. Sorry. Subversus put that in here. Definitely want to connect with Jeff and also find out the status on the mini pinballs. I'm very interested in those. I would love to have a mini pinball machine. We'll keep you posted on that. And then I have the AtGames version 1.1 cabinet in the loft. I've been shooting a review video for that, so I'm going to drop that as well and compare the version 1.1 versus the 1.0. There are pros to the 1.0. There are pros to the 1.1. There's cons for each as well. So I definitely want to give you guys a fair review on the 1.1. And we'll go from there. But don't ask me what I don't like about it right now, or if I like or hate it or anything like that, because I don't want to ruin the review video. But there are pros and cons to each cabinet. Just like any product, guys, there's pros and cons, and there's opportunities for improvement for all these products. Even Arcade1Up products, there's pros and cons. So stay tuned to the channel. Yes, need the 1.1. There you go. Now, do us a favor, guys. Make sure tomorrow, it's Labor Day. Spend time with your families. I might drop some videos, but don't be in a rush to watch them. You know, spend time with your families. That's more important. Definitely leave us your comments and feedback below. If you watch this show late, let me know in the comments below if you think these are real news or fake news. And also, guys, do us a favor. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Would love to hit 4,000 subscribers this month and would love to have 5,000 by the end of the year. That would be a wonderful, wonderful stretch goal for this channel, is to have 5,000 subs by the end of the year, which would be pretty good, having 5,000 in like the first year and add a month or two. So I really hope we can hit that number. So need your support to get there, guys. Definitely leave us your comments, your feedbacks. And as always, guys, like I always say, at least in my last 5 videos, make sure you leave us a thumbs up on your way out. And as always, guys, thanks for hanging out upstairs with us. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. You guys have a fantastic day.